Wait and see.
Welcome back to Wait and See. I'm Brian, here with Erica, and today we're breaking down Build Your Personal AI Assistant, Grok Bot plus Telegram in 5 minutes.
That's right, Brian. This matters because a Telegram AI teammate can schedule meetings, fetch weather, and answer questions without you writing a single monotone of code, turning a chat app into a non-stop productivity engine.
Exactly, Erica. By the end of this video, you'll have a fully operational Grok Bot linked to your Telegram account, and you'll understand the Docker setup, token handling, and how the underlying language model runs inside the container.
Wait, what? How does Grok Bot actually receive messages and generate replies?
Grok Bot runs inside a Docker container that subscribes to the Telegram Bot API via long polling. When a user sends a message, Telegram forwards the JSON payload to the container's HTTP endpoint. The bot extracts the text, passes it to the embedded LLM, receives the response, and posts it back through the same API call.
No code, you say? So the whole workflow is defined by environment variables and a single compose file?
Precisely. The compose file declares one service named GrokBot, pulls the official GrokBot or Grok image, and sets 2 crucial variables: Telegram TalkCon containing the bot token you get from bot file, and model name pointing to the desired Grok model, such as Grok 7B Lite. The container starts a Python process that loads the model using the Hugging Face Transformers library compiled for CPU inference.
Right, but how do we actually create the Telegram token without diving into API docs?
You open a chat with BotFather inside Telegram, send the command newbot, follow the prompts to name the bot.
And bot 112343456 A B C def G LM no P QR S2 delic size.
You copy that token, store it securely, and paste it into the .env file referenced by the compose file.
No additional programming is required.
Got it. Once the token is set, what command actually launches the assistant?
Open a terminal, navigate to the folder containing docker compose.yaml, and run docker compose upd. Docker pulls the image, creates the container, and the start log shows Grok Bot listening on webhook. Within 30 seconds, the bot is reachable. You can test it by sending any message to your new Telegram bot and watching the reply appear instantly.
That's impressive speed. Does the container use GPU acceleration if I have an RTX 4090, or is it CPU only by default?
By default, the image runs on CPU for maximum compatibility, but you can enable GPU support by adding the runtime. NVIDIA flag in the compose file and installing the NVIDIA container toolkit on the host. When enabled, the LLM inference jumps from roughly 5 tokens per second on CPU to about 45 tokens per second on an RTX 4090, dramatically reducing response latency.
If I want a smaller model to run on a modest laptop, is that possible?
Absolutely. Swap model name to Grok 3B Tiny, which occupies under 2 GB of RAM and runs comfortably on an Intel i5 processor. The trade-off is reduced fluency, but for simple task automation like setting reminders or fetching stock prices, the Tiny model is more than sufficient and keeps memory usage low.
How does the bot handle multiple users or group chats without mixing up contexts?
Each incoming update includes a unique chatted field. The bot stores the last few messages per chatted in an in-memory dictionary, so when it generates a response, it only sees the recent conversation for that specific chat. This isolation ensures that a reminder set by user A never appears in user B's chat thread.
What about persistence? If the container restarts, do we lose those conversation histories?
By default, the in-memory store is volatile, but you can mount a host directory as a volume and point the bot's history path variable to it. The bot will serialize the per-chat dictionaries to JSON files on shutdown and reload them on startup, preserve.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Wait and See, your signal through the noise of AI.